Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I feel like we want to get this reading done today. Let's move that cursor. I have 3 decks of cards that seem to be on the table. I have a page of cups looking up at me. Love. We have resurrecting, so are we looking at resurrecting love? That's the Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I have the Everyday Tarot that just, I'm not sure, wants to be used, I believe. Do you want to be used every day? Okay. Let's get the little book out for this. Now, what kind of spread are we going to do? We're going to do a Celtic cross. Okay. Oh, I can see, I have some other cards over here and I can see conflict. Conflict. In a box, at least it's there. Transparent. Okay. Let's have a look then. Let me give these cards a shuffle. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Okay. Left conflict on the bottom. That's them shuffled. I spy with my little eye and it's like I'm trying not to look. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Let's look at these Everyday Tarot. Okay. Well, I've had a look, haven't I? 9 of Swords. Well, good job because it's in reverse. So it's a good job that I had a look. 9 of Wands. Let's read it in reverse before we get on with this Celtic cross. Okay. You are struggling and ready to give up, but you are oh so close to completing this challenge. Keep fighting. You've got this. Be careful of paranoia and defensiveness, thinking everyone is out to get you. Focus on your own game. Let's focus on the tarot then. That's my game. Okay. Let's do a Celtic cross and see what's going on today. Oh, I'm really thirsty. I actually feel like I could guzzle Coca-Cola down, cherry Coca-Cola. I'm really thirsty. I've got a really dry mouth. Okay. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly. That's a song I used to sing out of a nursery rhyme book I had as a child. This nursery rhyme book was so tattered, I swear. I loved looking through it. Okay. I was going to say the bind was all broken. It's like the spine of the book was all... I loved it. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly. Lavender's green. Should we read the lyrics? Oh, my phone's on charge. It's whether or not I can be bothered to get up. Oh, do I want to get up? I think it's something, when I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Call out your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Okay. Oh, we've got love on the table. Like unconditional love. It's an offering here of love, and it's like the penny drops. It's interesting because it's what this bird of peace, this bird, is dropping. I don't know, does it look like a milk chocolate button? But it's dropping it into a white chocolate button, sorry. Into this lotus here, which is in this... if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Chocolate hobnobs. Dark chocolate hobnobs. Do you like them dry or do you like them dunked? Oh, they're just both quite divine. Both ways. Dunked. How do you like your biscuit? If you light a lot of chocolate, God, what is that tongue twister? I like a lot of chocolate. Okay, this is what we're talking about, unconditional love. Let's look at the challenge then. Justice. There is no challenge. If justice is the challenge, and I don't feel like I actually want to, normally you cross it over, okay, into the centre. This is what we're talking about, and this is any obstacles, challenges. And justice was upright. It looks like all is balanced out. She has that sort of resurrection as well. Okay, justice. We're bringing justice to the scene. What's gone on in the past? I feel very sleepy. Is that what dwarf I am today? Sleepy. Sneezy. Happy. You don't want grumpy, come on. This is the card that I said I was changing the meaning of Three of Pentacles to the Divine Masculines as a collective. Feels like someone's been working alone here and other masculines are waiting for knowledge. They're growing old. Because they've got their hands open, so it feels a little bit like this hand here. Apart from this is white. That's actually interesting. Because the white hand, and I said about the white chocolate. And then we have, well, we could, I don't want to say like dark milk chocolate. Dark chocolate, I do like dark chocolate, it's my favourite. Where are we going with this, Lucy? We were going somewhere with it. Oh, yes. So I was actually feeling, because it's a white hand and the white represents the yang, the masculine's energy, and then we have the darker hands here, which I feel would represent the feminine's energy. But it's like these old men here, I feel like it's not their hands. So the feminines are there, offering. Justice. Okay. I feel like he's tapping away at chips, like chipping away at it. And I felt them chips would be tips. It's like, PG tips. Okay, share your tips, but keep them clean. No, please. We say here on the channel of love. PG tips. Let's look at the current energy. There's the feminine here. So this is an offer in here. I said it felt like the feminine. It actually looks like it's the feminine reaching out with an offer. It feels like it's a balanced time. Actually reaching out with a message. I do feel the message is received. That's the current energy. Justice is a challenge. It's like there is no challenge. And it's the feminine who's holding the scales with the white hand. So I feel like you might feel as if your divine masculine's balanced and have this urge to reach out, send a message. Let's look into the future. Six of Cups. It does look like it's returned. And the cups actually returned with a flower in it, which makes me feel as if the masculine energy has actually grown up. She's got flowers up by her feet here. I bring you flowers in the pouring rain. So, Six of Cups, memories of love, someone returning from the past. And I feel like if you reach out to your divine masculine, your message, you may receive a response. You may be pleasantly surprised. Let's look at what's assisting this situation behind the scene. Temperance, so it feels like the connection's balanced as it's going to be. And then we have the hand of inspiration coming through here, with half of that flower. I feel like you're going to meet each other halfway. This does need to happen, balance, reconciliation between the partners. But you both need to be in a balanced state for that to happen. And it feels like it's a balanced state, but it's like who actually reaches out. It feels like it's the Divine Feminine. Let's have a look at how you're feeling about this. Well, we're talking about love. We saw the Page of Cups at the bottom of the Rider-Waite. And we have the Page of Cups here, but with a feminine. And Seven of Cups, it's about a decision that you'll need to make at the moment. I actually feel like, why ruin the fairy tale? So you've been keeping yourself really optimistic and built yourself up, and it's kind of like this energy of, do I chance it? It's the fear of rejection. But rejection was always a form of protection, and it looks like you don't actually need to be scared of this anymore. But we have this turning your back on it. So it's like, do you want to kind of not kill the dream? Will this kill the dream? It could reignite the dream. Okay. Let's look at how this is affecting others. Yeah, you just want to rest. I feel like now you feel a bit caged in. It will be your heart area. It will definitely make your heart beat very fast. It might make you a bit dizzy. Because it will bring up all those feelings of what it feels like to reach out, especially as most of the masculines in the past have ignored, not responded, ghosted the Divine Feminine. So it makes your heart, and then you put your sword away and you'll have a little think about it. It's like you need to be clear-minded, but there's these swords around your heart here, which is the fear of being hurt. But I want to say, because them swords are sectioned off, it's like, come on, this is, you know, if you even want to say a test to see how you respond, it might be how you respond to the situation kind of influences how they respond. So no fear, don't go into it with any fear if you're drawn to actually do this. It's like you are protected, so it feels a little bit like a a test of your courage. Let's have a look at any hopes or fears. Resurrecting, and okay, so there's still this element of believing that the Divine Masculine has to do it. Okay. Or there is this kind of a comeback, and you have this fear that you're still going to find your Divine Masculine in this emotionally unstable position here. He doesn't actually look unstable, he looks like he's just dwelling on the past. That bridge is highlighted though, and someone has to build that bridge, and it does look like the masculine's got his back turned to it. Doesn't mean he doesn't want it. It just maybe means that he can't deal with the resurrection himself at the moment. Let's look at the outcome. I will get you guys some guidance, okay? You've got to be in a very stable space. The Empress, you have to be in the Empress energy here. Understand you hold the nectar. There's nothing for you to fear. You shouldn't be fearing rejection, okay? And if it is, then it's just a form of protection again. It's not ready. So, offering sweetness. Something's just about to give birth. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's definitely about you, Divine Feminine, today. Okay. And what we're talking about? I don't know, it feels like clues. The masculine's here, chipping away. So I feel like they're right there. You just can't see them. Yeah, they might have some walls up, but I feel like these walls can be broken down. And you're going to help to pick up the pieces. Okay. It does look like the Divine Masculine could be in a sad state. I just feel like his energy could be a bit sad. Okay. You might have this urge to reach out, guys. Okay. You're going to have to trust your own instincts on this. I just feel with the black cat turning away, it's just like, listen, you do what you feel is right. Let's have a look at the Druid Craft Hammer. Going to tell us some more. So I was picking up this, we're talking about unconditional love. What is unconditional love? Not being afraid to reach out. You offer love regardless, don't you, of an outcome. So let's look at unconditional love here. Will it be accepted? Well, let's have a look at what Druid Craft Hammer wants to say. The Fool. Someone might take a leap of faith. You got some mistletoe. Any challenges? Well, it looks like it's balanced. There's a chance of resurrecting the connection. It's whether or not it's taken. So, and it could be that that's actually the block, the fear of it not being accepted that actually blocks you. So, will it be taken? Why would it not be taken? You're the Empress. If that's your true Divine Masculine, why not? Why not check in? Justice. Prince of Cups. Offers back the cup. And this really is the challenge. Is it the right time? Justice here is a feminine. She's looking. She's like, well, I feel balanced. I feel it's a good time. Prince of Cups. Let's look at this past energy with this wanting to lend a helping hand. It may have been refused in the past. Do you think it will be refused now? If you do, then you know what kind of outcome you're going to create, so not a very good mindset. I told you have to be very balanced to be in this situation. Well, it's about the connection. I feel like maybe you've offered hints, tips, suggestions. And the Divine Masculine's been chipping away at all these. That's a connection, the 1111 card. So he may have turned his back on the connection or any kind of suggestion towards a connection. Let's look at this energy of the Divine Feminine here with this coin. Should we read what it wants to say in the book? You are inspired to start a new financial or career opportunity and see the potential to grow and manifest your goals. You are ready to up-level your skills and learn something new. Well, you'll find out where your Divine Masculine stands, won't you? Okay. Or how it stands. Got 2 cards. Wow. So I said that we changed the Three of Pentacles to the collective of the Divine Masculines. The Three of Cups is the collective of the Divine Feminines. And we have all masculines here with the Divine Feminine's cups. There's the devil that's stopping you. Fear. Fear of being rejected, fear of being pushed away. This could bring you closer, look. Will you let the devil stop you, your fear of a possible celebration? Well, in the future, there's the Six of Cups. So I want to say that even if you don't get an immediate response, how do you know that doesn't mean that in the future you're not going to get the response when he's kind of grown up? It feels like actually he's maybe more spiritually aware than the Divine Feminine's collective. And they've been studying. It's just their fear they need to deal with. They might just need that little nudge. Oh, it said yesterday about, I don't like that, like a lump in the bed pushing it to see if it's still alive. Maybe the universe is nudging the Divine Feminines to nudge the Divine Masculine and see what happens. A lot of us are afraid to reach out to our Divine Masculines. That's a common fear. In the Twin Flame Collective, yes. Biggest. Let's look at the Six of Cups. A tower. And moving on to calmer waters. So, maybe a lot's gone on. If there's a tower here, this is dealing with the aftermath of the tower. The tower's already struck. It feels very much as if death's transporting. I feel like you've both been through your towers. And you're both being transported to calmer waters. You might have felt like you were going in different directions. All those shadows in the water. I feel like there's a lot to talk about. Very quietly here, very quiet energy. Going through the transition, the murky times. And then you emerge more grown up. I've got, seriously, I've got pins and needles in my foot. Oh my goodness, my whole leg has gone numb. Oh, I can't feel my foot. I've been getting terrible cramp, like seriously. Oh, what's going on with the legs? Legs gone like jelly. No, they just feel numb. Okay, let's have a look at this energy. What's that on the table? I don't know. It was clear. Like, it was seriously, it was like a layer of something. It looked like it would have been like super glue, but I haven't had super glue out. Okay. This is how you're feeling about this situation. It feels like a bit of a turning your back on making a decision. You need to put some weight on that foot, on that leg, so it can feel the ground. Get grounded in. The High Priest, but it does look like the Divine Masculine, to be honest, the Lord, the High Priest. How you're feeling about this. So this is, I mean, look at his face. And I'm speaking about, you know, the Seven of Cups is about fantasy. It's your fantasy, and it's like, I felt like you didn't really want it to be ruined, spoiled, because of the look on his face. Maybe you've seen it before. Okay. The High Priest. There's still this energy of surely it needs to be the divine masculine that brings peace. Okay, we're talking about unconditional love though. We've got the Four of Swords here, guys. This is how this is affecting others. It was like, okay, you're going to put your sword down just for a minute and have a think. Made your heart go a bit flutter. Legs like jelly. Need to calm down. Get into your sacred space. It's 11:12. How did that... It's 11:11, 11:10, 11:12. How this is affecting others. I feel as if the divine masculine, he actually... You're feeling that he wants to do this. That's why you're conflicted. But will he actually do it? Because he's hiding here behind his shield. And you seem to be surrounded by a protective, spiritual, angelic kind of aura. I mean, even your sword's within that, and it's a different colour to the others. So, it's you have the sword of resurrection here. Will you use it? I felt like the vine, divine, because I felt like we were going to like Sleeping Beauty. Who was that? Prince Philip, I believe it was. And he cut down, had to cut through all the vines and the overgrowth that had been growing around her so he could get to her for true love's kiss to wake her up. And I was just kind of sitting here thinking, well, that doesn't matter if that role's reversed, does it? And it's the feminine that comes in with true love's kiss to wake the divine masculines up. Okay, so this card's about building a bridge. And you have indecision. And I believe that's completely understandable, guys. And you do need to be in the right space. You go into this with the wrong mindset and fear. And it's just going to be reflected back. Okay. Indecision. The outcome is the Empress. Know your worth. Know what we're birthing here. Okay. And know your divine masculine's worth. I want to say that deep down you know the story, you know what's really going on, and you kind of know what's going on with them, so it's not really surprising that at some point maybe you're going to be asked to give him a nudge. The lady with the lady. This could be a fear here of someone else being on the scene. But I'm actually feeling that shouldn't concern you either. That's not a reason not to say hi. And I feel that this is the Divine Feminines as a collective, what we're birthing. There's too many bumps. Too many bumps and bruises. Okay, there needs to be, especially as the collective, this shadow, or I can see there's a shadow on the table. There's too much pain within the Divine Feminine's collective when it comes to this issue. It needs to be cleared through. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. The Star. Remember who you are. Okay. Let's get some oracle cards. Romance angels. Okay. Healing family issues. And it's a masculine here who has an angel with him. He's got 2 children. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel very much the masculines are dealing with Still some trauma of the past. That doesn't mean that you're going to be rejected or ignored, Divine Feminine. It might just be the right time. It's interesting how the illustration has children here, and we're talking about as you forgive your parents. So are they actually talking about the Divine Masculine as a parent, or is it him forgiving his parents and remembering childhood days? The answers to your prayers about your love life are based in the feelings about your mother and father. The romance angels see that you would benefit from releasing old anger towards one or both of them. Okay, we can put a different spin on this. Why would you be fearful when you are the Divine Mother and you know the Divine Masculine is the Divine Father? Okay. So it looks a little bit like the opportunity to forgive each other. If you both know your worth and you feel like you're both in a balanced position to communicate, then believe that. Okay. So the answers to your prayers about your love life are based in the feelings about your mother and father. The romance angels see that you'd benefit from releasing old anger towards one or both of them. That's because your feelings about your parents influence your choice of romantic partner and the way in which you deal with relationships. You can ask the angels to help you put forgiveness into action. To forgive someone doesn't mean that you're condoning, that you're endorsing his or her behaviour. Let's reread that part. To forgive someone doesn't mean that you're endorsing his or her behaviour. The angels will tell you, rather, that doing so is a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and body. And when you find inner peace with your parents, you'll no longer need to attract unhealthy relationship patterns and partners as a way of healing family emotional wounds. All of your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself, will benefit. And I feel that there's a lesson within this, but it's for the collective. It sounds to, I said that this needed to be healed. I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and body. If this here, it's like blowing up all this air, this gas, it needs to be like released, Divine Feminines. And what you always find that when you take like that leap of faith and you do something that really scares you, oh my goodness, even if you don't I shouldn't say that, because I was going to say even if you don't get the response that you expect, you will always get the response that you expect. Okay, because that's what you'll attract. The divine rewards you for being so brave. So you need to practice that. Every time you open yourself up, you come from your heart space, you're always rewarded, even if it's in some other form. So make sure you look for that gift that will come. We will get another one. If you believe in the spiritual journey for yourself and the transformation, then you have to truly believe that your Divine Masculine has been going through his spiritual ascension. You deserve love. You are lovable. And it's a feminine here shooting Cupid's arrow. The romance angels are cheering you on in your quest for great love by letting you know that you deserve it. As a child of God, you're naturally a loving and lovable person, as is everyone. You'll have the right. You'll have the right. Justice does seem to be in your favour. You have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is a reassurance that you do deserve it. You're a beautiful being of God's pure love and light, no matter what any person has said or done to you, and no matter what happened in the past. God's handiwork can never be undone. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, and I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Let's repeat it. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, and I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Affirmations help you believe spiritual truths at a deep, unconscious level. This, in turn, allows you to attract loving people, relationships and circumstances, and you definitely deserve that, Divine Feminine. About the artists, that's the last page. Well, the last card. About the artists. Oh, it doesn't, yes, I thought it said authors. About the artists. Lots to tell, lots to share with each other. Okay. Let's have a look at the enchanted map. There's a mountain. I'm going to read the upright, and then we shall read the reverse meaning. Card number 6. It's that number of love, guys. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Upright. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? And that's what the masculine looks like he's been doing. So you might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is a time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opt in for the next right action. Okay, the reverse meaning. There is an obstacle to your inquiry. This is not the time to move forward. Wait a while. Be patient, and a way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't in your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp the prize that seems out of reach, because it is, for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. So have you really taken on board what I'm saying here? You need to be in a very stable position to be able to do this. Okay? If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to a new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. You'll know if it's the right time. Okay. I'm going to end on a roommate. Let's see what Rumi wants to guide us. What advice he guides us with. Beyond the threshold of fear. Are you ready to step over that? Okay. 25. Enter the lion's jungle and don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. Rumi. How I celebrate for you. It's just beautiful, look. After so long away from home, you are finally returning. Beyond the threshold of fear, you dispense with your doubts, hesitations, cautions and tentativeness. They are old friends with whom you no longer have anything in common. Goodbye, old friends, I wish you well, you say, whilst turning your face to the burgeoning light of a new and yet ancient world. You are visiting as though for the first time, and yet somehow also remember deep in your sacred heart. Finally, we can sit together in the charming courtyard at home. We shall tell our tales of adventure and laugh, and we'll dance and sing. Eventually, day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet, our mouths gaping open in awe, and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. Let's hold this card up. After so long, you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and half a step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one, and fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead, much more satisfying. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hands by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are ready for victory, and yes, to rest and recover from the effort. Rest now before a new adventure begins from a completely different state of being. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear, whether it seemed to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances that held you back from taking the steps you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain and exciting. Your mind might not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving, tender, reassuring and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it is becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling still at times perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed by your heart instead. So give your mind the memo, get used to the new way and take steps. Test your legs. You'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings. Trust is one, daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents, purpose-built for soaring to great heights. Trust in your vision. Without the murky filter of fear, it is sharp and clear. You can see what is meant for you, what is true for you, and what is beckoning you forward now. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore, just life, living free and clear. I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together. Let's play. What a reading. Oh my goodness. Sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands at your belly and say aloud, with the aid of Rumi, who loves me without condition, and the loving grace of Mother Earth, I lay down all old fear that no longer serves my great soul purpose. I release it now with complete forgiveness, acceptance and gratitude. Be at peace, old fear. Thank you for your teachings. Return to the Earth Mother now. I no longer bind you to me. Slow and purposefully, move your hands from your belly towards the earth, as if taking this fear from your body and dropping it with reverence into the receiving earth at your feet. Repeat that movement 3 times, or for however long feels necessary. You may also like to repeat this movement with your hands, moving from your heart down towards the earth, and then from your head, sweeping gently down to the earth. When you are ready, say, through the grace of Rumi, fear is replaced with wisdom. I am gently, powerfully restored to my inherent divine radiance, ready to live my life with love filled with trust, patience, boldness, and tender affection. So be it. You have finished your honouring ritual. And I am going to leave you with that reading for today. Okay, guys, I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.